Hey there, if you've got your eye on Johns Creek, you have come to the right place today. We are going to be talking about the top 10 reasons why we think you're going to love Johns Creek.
Welcome back to the channel, you guys. My name is Allison.
And I'm Jennifer, and we're going to be covering one of our favorite North Atlanta suburbs today, Johns Creek.
If you're watching this video, odds are you're thinking about moving to Johns Creek. And Jen and I have helped a lot of buyers move to this area, and we just love Johns Creek so much. It has a lot to offer. So today we're gonna share with you 10 reasons why we know you're gonna love it.
Okay, a quick reminder before we do that. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe and the like button, and we're gonna jump right in.
All right, guys, so starting off with number one, it has to be the schools. So many people move here for the schools, and Johns Creek especially, the high schools are always in the top 10. There's three main high schools that feed into Johns Creek. So we have Alpharetta High, Johns Creek, and then the Chattahoochee High School. And again, all of those are ranked in the top 10. Now, I always advise my buyers to go on to greatschools.org to take a look at test scores and reviews. And if you do that, you are going to find that the test scores are 10 out of 10.
Yeah, the school's second to none. But also number two is location. If you're in Johns Creek, you're only about 30 minutes outside of Atlanta, where you can jump on a highway and be there to enjoy everything that Atlanta has to offer. So that's a big plus for Johns Creek. Now, one fun fact about Johns Creek is that Alpharetta and Johns Creek used to be combined. Johns Creek split out. But there's a lot of things that are intertwined between Alpharetta and Johns Creek, so it's important to understand where you're actually going to be living. A lot of them feed into the same schools. But don't worry, we're here to help, and we'll help you sort through all that.
Yeah, so number three is going to be parks and recreation. So if you're like me, you like being outdoors, and Johns Creek really has a lot to offer. So there's 9 parks in Johns Creek, and they actually have over 400 acres that span throughout Johns Creek. Chattahoochee River runs right through Johns Creek. So if you enjoy, paddle boarding or getting on the kayak, you'll have access to that, as well as a lot of trails, dog parks, just so much to do outdoors with your family and even your dog.
Yeah, and one of the big parks is Newton Park, which is fantastic. They even have an amphitheater there too, so lots of entertainment. All right, so number 4 is going to be the development of the new Johns Creek Town Center. In the past, Johns Creek really didn't have a downtown area, and this is going to be a game changer for the community. It's going to be a live, work, play environment. There's going to be government buildings, an amphitheater, restaurants, shops, just everything that you could ever want centrally located in Johns Creek, and the community is thrilled to have this coming. Now, it is in works, right? Yeah. So it's going to be a few years of development, but it's going to be a phenomenal draw to the area.
Yeah, and if you head to downtown Johns Creek, you're going to see they're, starting construction, and honestly, they've made a lot of progress, so I'm really excited to see it.
Yep.
Coming in at number 5 for Johns Creek is jobs. So Johns Creek is already known for its tech jobs, but soon, along with this project that we just talked about, there's going to be the Boston Science Center. And this is really exciting. It's going to bring about 400 jobs to Fulton County, and they're going to be doing cutting-edge research in life science and also the technology field. And in fact, they're investing about $63 million into this project, so it's pretty substantial.
By the way, lots of people that watch our videos are thinking about moving to Johns Creek and really just the North Atlanta suburbs in general. So if that is you, our information is on the screen, and you can just email us, text us, call us, whatever works best for you, and we can help you guide you through the process in some of these areas. We also have a free resource guide, so if you check out the comments below, you can get a copy of that and check out all that North Atlanta has to offer.
Okay, so coming in at number 6, we have hospitals. So in Johns Creek, we have the Emory Johns Creek Hospital, which is a full-service hospital, and of course, it's part of that renowned Emory hospital system. So this is going to bring you a lot of peace of mind knowing that you have access to this full-service hospital, and they're really focused on patient care. This also draws a lot of healthcare jobs into the area.
All right, so number 7 is Johns Creek and its affluency. And what I mean by that is, to get into Johns Creek, you're looking at a median sales price of a little bit over $800. So you've got to have a healthy budget to get in there. But at the same time, the growth year over year, as of the end of April, is 1.7%. So you are somewhat insulated for your investment in this area because of the affluency. And what makes it affluent, I think, is a lot of what we've already touched on, and what we're going to move on to next is just the schools that it provides, the community, the resources, the jobs that it brings in tech and healthcare, all contribute to that. We're going to talk a little bit more about golf courses and things like that too. But you're moving into an affluent area that affords a particular lifestyle.
Number 8 on our list is safety. So Johns Creek is consistently ranked as one of the safest cities here in Georgia. And you can feel really good about taking advantage of the parks and feeling really safe when you're out shopping a little bit later in the evening, spending time with family and friends at the parks or out on the trails.
So number 9 brings us to golf courses and country clubs, which we talked a little bit about in number 7 with the affluency. There's so many options for neighborhoods that include a resort golf course lifestyle. Some of the popular ones are Country Club of the South, St. Ives, Atlanta Athletic Golf Club. And here you're going to find exclusive restaurants, second to none golf courses, tennis courts, just whatever you want to do, swimming pools, playgrounds for kids that really add to the affluency of the Johns Creek area and create this community and lifestyle feel.
Number 10 is climate. If you're moving from out of state like I did, you're probably curious about the climate. So Georgians will often laugh about the fact that if you live here, you're going to experience 4 seasons in one day.
Very possible.
Yes. You might have also heard the term Hotlanta, which the residents don't really use that word, but you're going to feel that in the summertime. So let's go ahead and start off with the spring. So in the spring, you're going to experience temperatures anywhere between 40 to 70, and it's a beautiful time of year, a little bit more temperate climate during that time. After that, we have the summer, where you're going to experience a lot of heat and humidity. The temperatures, usually in the lows of 70s, can go all the way up to the 90s. Things start to cool off a little bit as we get towards the end of September and get into that fall season. And in Johns Creek, it looks especially beautiful because there's so many mature trees throughout the community, and you're going to see all the leaves change. And it's really just a gorgeous time of year. It's my favorite season in Georgia. Coming up next, we have winter. So in the winter season, things of course begin to cool down. Now we're going to see temperatures sometimes go below freezing, but usually you're going to have temperatures in the 30s going up into the 50s on a warmer day. We don't get a ton of snow. I've seen it a couple times since I've lived here, but generally speaking, it's a little bit cooler. Also very temperate compared to some other areas in our country.
All right, so there you have it, the top 10 things that we thought you should know about Johns Creek and what makes it special. But now we want to hear from you. What was your favorite thing that we talked about in our top 10? And if we missed something, go ahead and put it in the comments below and let us know.
And of course, if you're thinking about making a move to Johns Creek, go ahead and reach out to Jen and I. We'd love to help you. You can reach us by email or phone. And also, if you want to get started with that North Atlanta resource guide, you can find it there in the comments.
Yeah, see y'all next week.
Thanks. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We don't want you to miss next week's episode.